offense and want to leave while you can. Next door, I think he's talking on the two-back offense, while we'll be talking on about the three-back offense, so probably not too much difference. I told the first group we're in a 3A school in Iowa, which is one size down from the large schools, and we have district football in Iowa, which we've had the last 4 years. It's kind of like Texas. I guess other states have it too. What that means is they took us out of all our conferences and put schools the same size together. And I have mixed emotion about it. The trouble is you lose some of your traditional nearby rivals, and at the same time you get to play a lot of different teams. We just got our assignments about 3 weeks ago for next fall. Can you imagine the scramble then to get officials, and then we had to get 2 non-district games to start the season. So we got ours all settled the first day because we kind of anticipated where we were going to go. So at any rate, got, I'd say, about 6 different teams in our district next year from what we had the past 2 years. So it's locked in for 2 years, and they mess around with it. I don't know. The association thinks it's a good deal, so I guess they're right. At any rate, I'm going to talk about the Power I. I mentioned this morning why my mentors, I guess my heroes, were Frank Leahy at Notre Dame, who's of course a long time gone, and Woody Hayes. And Woody Hayes would probably look like a liberal compared to us. So we were pretty basic fundamental football, and we run the Power I belly offense with not too many frills. In fact, that's what we call it, the no frills belly I power offense. And if you're believe in the wide open offense and so on, there's probably not too much here for you, except maybe some goal line things and so on you might want to use. So I want to preface it with that so you kind of know what you're getting in for. Just a few things. Oh, Jimmy, help me with that. This is my helper. This is my son, Jimmy. He's supposed to take care of all the technical parts. Set that up. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. Oh, but Jimmy's is coaching at Monticello, Iowa now too, and he'll help me on some demonstrations. At any rate. As I was saying, we have a 3A school. We have about 40 to 45 juniors and seniors on the varsity squad. We very seldom bring up any sophomores unless they're extremely good. I think you got to evaluate your squad, how many can play offense, defense, and special teams. I go down my roster. If I put 3 asterisks by it, this guy can be on the field all the time, and maybe some are defensive specialists, some offense, some special teams. I don't know about platooning. My theory is it depends on your size of your school and squad. It may vary from year to year. I think it's impossible for a school our size. I'm certainly, if I got a stud lineman or fullback who can also play linebacker, he's not going to be over on the bench half the game. So it kind of depends. And we've had as many as maybe 7 guys going one way, and then we've had them all going, or the whole team maybe except the quarterback going both ways. In fact, last fall our quarterback even we couldn't find a very good middle linebacker, so he ended up the last four games playing middle linebacker too. He was a short, tough kid, and really wasn't what you'd call a natural quarterback. But at any rate, so it kind of depends. Good ones go both ways. You can have some swing men for each position to give them a break now and then. Develop a second unit later. We don't always have a second unit ready to go the first game. Everybody should be on some teams. They got to prove themselves in practice, and be careful. Sometimes you want to put a kid on the special teams. Just give him something to do, but make sure he can tackle or prove himself, because you wouldn't want a kickoff return or a punt return just by being a good guy. play as many as you can, as often as you can. Down below here, and this is stress with the team, and I think the kids are okay. Sometimes the parents can't accept that. You have a role on the team, and we stress this in the spring and again in the fall. What's your role in the team? Not everybody can be the star, and you know, certain guys are going to be the studs. Some have to play both ways. Some only play one way. Some of you will be on the special team, and some may play if we get way ahead or way behind, and some of you may not get to play at all. You may just be on the hamburger team. So, but you can still be proud that you're out for football, representing your school and doing a good job. And we kind of let them know that, and I think the kids are pretty good. Now here are some things, and you may not agree with it. What I've tried to do, I mentioned my last talk this morning on things in general, just simplify everything. Because eliminate anything that may stop us. Again, we have a limited amount of time. In Iowa, I think they got football regulated so darn tight you can't do anything out of season, hardly lift weights and stuff. So when we do get to practice, we really got to hustle. We did get them to move. They were going to start on Thursday, the 22nd of August. I think we got them, coaches asked them, the association, we're going to move it to Monday, so it gives us extra 3 days. We have 3 days of non-contact where we can just wear the helmet, so we get that out of the way. So we don't have a lot of time. So I'm going to eliminate anything that may stop us. I'm going to show you a huddle. That's one I've kind of evolved through the years on, because we do flip-flop. In the huddle, we get out, get set, and we just say, set, hot, and away we go. No automatics. I canned those years ago. I know you can make it go if you spend time on it. But my trouble was I probably didn't spend enough time on it. Plus, there's always one lineman that doesn't get it. And there he goes, and you got a penalty. So even though there may be 8 guys in the off-tackle hole and we're going to run there, the worst thing can happen is no gain. Whereas if we automatic, why... See, then I think it causes hesitation. Say, what? What's a live color? What's a live number? Just anything like that. So I don't want, when they leave the huddle, they know we're going on 1, and we always go on 1 most of the time, but boy, when we go on 2, we need 5 yards. They're always offside, the other team, usually. But we have to be careful. We don't jump because we're so used to going on 1. I don't know, Paul Dietzel, who coached at LSU years ago, and he won a national championship, he spoke at a clinic, and he says that's all they did. I thought, God, it's good enough for them. It's good enough for us because we used to go on 3 and 2 and 1, and then you always had. So we just come up, bang, ready to go. Here's another thing I eliminated is the option. The option, I like it, and when we have to play against a real good option team, it's tough. But it takes so darn much time. And I can count on this hand games that we lost when we used to run the split tee, come down there, like this, and throw it right to the defensive end and lose the game or pitch it away. So I thought we do have the keeper though, and we have the belly pitch and the keeper, but they know ahead of time if it's going to be a pitch or a keep, and so I eliminate the option. I know it's a good play, but for the time it takes, I'm not going to do it. We try to get rid of penalties, and of course the one on offense always is holding. So we really after them in practice. Watch your hands. See anybody out here? We scream at them because we don't want any penalties and no missed assignments. And by keeping it real simple, we don't have a lot of trouble with that. So we come up, we have no doubts, no hesitation, complete concentration on the assignment. We don't do anything to cause any confusion, and we keep the blocking assignment simple. We hopefully don't have to double team, because if you do, then you're going to be one blocker short. Most of the time you got 4 guys over there to block. They're playing an 8-man front, and you got 4 blockers, guard, tackle, in, tight end, and your wing back. Eliminate all numbers, use words described to play. Now we do use some numbers, but a lot of times we'll just say formation right, belly. And remember being at Air Parsekin's practice one time, And I was amazed, standing back, the quarterback came in the huddle and he just said, hey, slot right, split backs, dive or something. They weren't even using numbers at Notre Dame back in his era. I thought, well, hell, I'll just eliminate that too. The only thing is sometimes it's a little simpler. You send in a play, they run 27. We've kind of, right now we have some numbers, and others will just say like wedge second man or something like that. But anyway, we keep it real simple. Okay, formation right. Now that's to tell us which is our strong side. Power I, which we're most of the time belly right, ready break. Okay, and then our offensive plays, we try to be able to hit all the holes two ways. And I'll kind of go over that now. Yeah, there's our huddle. And we're an oval huddle, and if we're going formation right, they just have to come out. And if we're going to go formation left, then they just come out like that, and it works out pretty good. They got to come slide between each other, and that gets a little hairy in August sometimes. When you're doing that, they may run into each other a couple times. But we get out and get set. So we always have a strong side and a weak side, or you can call it power side, quick side. Sometimes the end's split, and sometimes he's tight. And I'm going to really have to hurry because, okay, offensive overview, those are our plays, and notice that we have a couple off-tackle plays, go outside several ways, and up the middle we have a little wedge or trap, and then I don't have on here, we also run the isolation up in there, but I'll move along quite quickly. Now, as far as assignments, this is a simple one just against a 5-3, but this center would block the zero man right over him. He's got 1, 2, and 3, or if it's against a 6, 1, 2, 3 would be here, and the wing back's got 4. Now that's an outside, but if he's blocking, if we're going off tackle, he'd block the end out. But we keep it pretty simple, and the wing back normally is kicking the guy out, and he can line up there, or sometimes we put him right up behind the end, a yard back, and the end usually ends blocking down. On the back side, when the end's tight and we're going to run something, we have our end block out, tackle just, now a lot of times those guys are slanting to our strong side, so he's got a decent angle, and then we can send him in motion, he goes up through the hole, but more often than not, if we're running a blast off tackle, we'll just lead with the fullback up through there, and then he'll get the linebacker there. But most of this is what we're really worried about. 1, 2, 3, 4 over here, and sometimes they're stacked in there. So if you have to double team, it kind of goofs it up. Okay, I'm going to run through our basic plays, and then I do have a little video. Now the first 4 plays, this is our base play. This is number 1, belly right. And we try to always get a good stud there. Everybody's just blocking 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And fullback leads off there, up there, try to get these guys downfield. And the tailback sprints off around the end, faking the pitch. And then the keeper. Now, depending on if we got a good running quarterback, we haven't had a great one in the last couple years. The keeper, ride him in there real well, and now they block 1, 2, 3, 4, but the end is reaching for the defensive end, or he may block down if he's got a guy. Wingback's got to get the defensive end then, or even if the offensive end's blocking him, he checks him. And then the tailback can get ahead and lead, and usually he runs up the stovepipe, turns it upfield. Not very often does he go real wide. And same blocking, fake it, and then pitch it out. The basic footwork on that, this is probably old hat too, but the old belly, of course a lot of new coaches, maybe they aren't as familiar, but first thing, of course, always comes into the stomach, knees are bent, and you pivot around, you got 45, and you're reaching out here and riding on the belly, and then on the pitch, he just flips it out there then. And the keeper, as he rides, he just puts it away and gets in behind his block. So we spent a lot of time on that. Two key things, I think, is keeping the knees bent and the back straight. Most guys get out there like that, keeping your knees, and ride the thing. You just can't hand it off like a loaf of bread. You're not going to have any deception, because we're going to keep it, and we're going to pitch it, and then we're going to pass off it. So they get sloppy, and they don't want to take any pride in their ride. Now, a drill that we use a lot, every night, I'll get the quarterbacks on a chalk mark, and I'll just get them to 1, 2, 1, 2. Knees bent, back straight. Go down the line of scrimmage, or down the chalk line, just the 1, 2 step. Because when we get to the second series, which is the old inside drive series, he's got it, and he's reaching for the fullback right here and riding in one, and then give it to the second man. That's just that second man through, like the old wishbone. Actually, from this Power Eye, we got this series, and here's our counter. Again, depending on your wing back, I've got a really good one coming back next year. He's a good blocker, and he's about 195, and he's mean. He's tough. This year, we mostly had a blocker. They'll block 1, 2, 3. Guard pull and leads up through there. Fake. And he'll just take a little jab, come back up through here. So those are the first 4 plays. And then this series I want to get to because we use it a lot. This is wedge right. This is just like the give on the old wishbone. Give it, boom. He just looks for the gap. Everybody blocking's all straight ahead. And this is the one we use a lot if we got a good tailback, and which we usually try to. This back hopefully is as good as our fullback, maybe a little faster. Hopefully he can run inside and outside. But you ride him in there, and I just went over that. Just ride in there, and then give the second guy. And now you got that fake to help hold that tackle. He kicks out, and that's really a great play. And our bread and butter, I imagine if it was 4th and 1, or we had to make it, that's probably the one we go to if we got a good tailback. Okay, we just call that formation right, wedge second man. And we got a wedge second man pass off that where we'll fake it. All right, now this one we run 2. This is an outside play, but it hits faster than the belly. Now he just reaches here and then flips it out, and I've got some film on this one. And then he cuts it up the stovepipe more often than not than trying to go wide. And we can pull this guard in a 5. If he's uncovered and it doesn't look like the linebacker is going to come, he can also pull on that. But that's the wedge pitch. Now if we get people slanting to our strong side, like the nose man, then we'll pop the fullback right up there fast. And that's weak side wedge, call it, or weak side trap. If it's an even, we will X block. Center would go over here, and the guard, the weak side guard, then would go after the middle linebacker if it was an even. We also run this, and I don't have that diagrammed up, or it's not in my book either, but we're using this a lot the last few years, is the isolation. Now we'll double, if the guard's there, we'll double him, or the nose man, we'll just blow him out of there, and the fullback leads up on the backer, and we give it to the tailback, up the middle. So we got that principle, the I formation. We use the old isolation. Oh, damn. Okay, I should get the footwork on that, but it's, oh, am I off the air? Okay, I think I'm still on. Okay, the only thing different on that, fullback's coming here, I got to go straight back, so, and I want to get some depth, give it off as far back. I don't want to just do that, and the quarterbacks want to do that. You got to drop step like the old handoff in the wing tee the pros used to use, but you got to take a little drop step, hut the ball right in here, and then straight back to handle the tailback. So we'll run the ISO a lot. It can be weak side or strong side. But the key thing is that little drop step to get some depth back there. Okay, so that's another one of our plays right up the gut, the isolation. Okay, and now that's it. That's a weak side wedge pitch. Here's the one we use a lot too. Weak side wedge. Now they're, or blast, I'm sorry. They're slanting that way a lot, or maybe they're stunting through here, or that tackle's coming down. Our weak side tackle said he's slanting down. So then we'll go ahead, probably have the end tight and kick out, and then the fullback leads up the hole. I've got a diagram of the fullback getting the end out. I just as soon have him tight, because sometimes that end comes like heck, and he gets in there before fullback can reach him. So he turns him out, and we'll go up there. Weak side blast, as soon as we see him doing that. Okay, the thing we've been doing the last few years to give us a little change, we go unbalanced right, or excuse me, right, left. Now we got unbalanced right. And all we do is move the guard over, and if they don't overshift, then you got a good play. And this is the best one off it. Unbalanced right, belly second man. Again, same footwork. And you need to spend some. The ball comes into the gut, and he's got to come around here and ride, and then he goes right out here and rides the second guy. And well, there's some gaping holes there, especially if they don't overshift. And of course, they know we do it. And they probably, I'll tell you when we get them sometimes, we'll go formation left. And I got a couple clips in here where they didn't overshift far enough, and man, that tackle's inside, and there's a heck of a hole there. But this is a change of pace. And then a couple things we run off this too. We'll fake here, and I didn't show that, where we fake that wedge and then flip to the tailback. Now, it's not very far around that end. You're really there close. And if he reaches, tailback leads, you can get outside. Or sometimes we'll just pitch to the tailback, weak side toss. It's not very far to go. And that keeps them honest on the back side. But I really like that play, too. Okay. Our passing, here's our passing tree. I don't know, I got it from a coach once. And now we will use numbers. This is the first digit called is a split end or a weak side end. Anything inside is an even number. 2 is an inside curl. 4 is a cross. 6 is a slant across the middle, and 8 would be like a post, or yeah, a goal post. And then over here, a quick out is a 1, outside curl, just a down and out, a 5. Here's a corner, and this would be a, I guess that'd be a rainbow or whatever you want to call it. That'd be a bomb we try to throw occasionally. So our base, one of our base pass plays is 870. Puts him over the middle, and the tight end's the second digit. He'd run a 70. When you get a 0 call, you stay in and block. So 870 is the wing, the third digit's the wing back, and he's to stay in and block. And we just fake the belly and look for the, and when they're cheating up, sometimes we get a 10-man front on us. As long as they'll play no more than 8 up there, we feel like we can block them. But if they get crowding us, then we'll make a good fake setup and boom, and try to hit them quick. We also have 071, and that puts the wing back in the flat. Split in stays in the block, make a belly fake, and hit him out there. And I've got a couple. These are in the book. Yeah, this is our base play, 870 belly, or if they're playing deep, a 4, he can cut it off, a 450. And sometimes we will run this from, if our blast play is going good, we'll fake the blast and fake the tail back and have them drop back. Okay. I think I'm going to finish up because I want to show the video here. I know I've gone awful fast. Things that we really stress, basically conditioning. We tell them we want to be the best conditioned team in our district. Fundamentals, overdo that, and we really do. I mentioned that in the first session. We do one-on-one every day, and bowl in the ring, and you know, half line, getting our assignments. Mostly we're just going to zone block. We're not going to do a lot of trapping, a little X blocking. Attitude, you know, positive mental attitude, and spirit enthusiasm. We have a lot of breakdowns, and of course, if you're winning, it's a lot easier to have a lot more enthusiasm and spirit. And we have some goals, and one good thing we do have a good tradition, and I'll be honest, it was there before I got there. All I had to do is keep it going. Harley Rollinger, who was at Moline for years, preceded me, and he had it going. We played him twice when I was at Carroll Kemper, 9th game, and he was undefeated, and we beat him both times. So when he left for Moline, why, I got the Webster City job. So anyway, it's been fun, and I told you, I think all you coaches in Illinois and Michigan and Wisconsin around here, you all have to teach. Now, right now, I'm teaching 6 periods of American history with about 26 or 7. I got 152 students anyway. And you do that in the fall, and then you're supposed to go out and coach. Why, you know, you got to get psyched up. I spoke down to Houston about a month ago. Those guys, God, they don't, at least in the great big schools, they don't teach. They have a football class. What the hell is that? I don't know. What do you teach? Well, we have football. I said, oh, well, what's first semester or second? Well, we work in passers and receivers and, you know, things like that. And I said, you don't teach any? No. Well, they have to recruit. I said, who do you recruit? Oh, we recruit the junior highs and middle schools. I said, you can recruit them right out? Yeah. I said, well, doesn't that cause some friction among the schools if you're out? Yeah. So I guess it's a way of life. But it's a different ballgame. I know some Iowa coaches have gone down there to coach, and well, they said, oh, especially getting the big 5As. And of course, they get paid big bucks, and of course, they got to win too, or they're teaching. They'd be teaching American history full time. But it's a different way of life, and I think they put a law through one time, and they were going to try to make them teach, or somebody, and I think the association got her blocked. But anyway, I don't know. That'd be just like college, I guess. It's probably all right. Okay, I got my video man here, and I'll try to narrate this a little bit. Let me see here. I can get all tangled up. Okay, is it ready to go? Yep. I don't know, maybe I don't know if we can turn any of those lights off. Let her go. Okay. Now this is second man. That was at running back, Jimmy was. Can you reverse it? I wish we had those lights off and a little more visible. This is not, I did this myself, so there's a few editing mistakes. All right, can you freeze it? Yeah. All right, there's fake the second man, give the or first man give the second. Okay, that'd be our wedge right. Okay, all right, let her go. This is about 4 years ago. This is against one team.
That's good.
Okay, now we got formation left. You can see the wing over there. All right, that's just a belly. Of course, I only put in good plays. I didn't put any of the bad ones. So if you run this offense, they're all winning plays. All right, this is the formation right. Wing is up close. It'll be all right. Just keep it going. Did you lose it? Damn. Is it? What do you got it on? Push. There, here we go. All right, formation right. Tracking. I don't know what that means. That was a unbalanced right belly second man. Okay, we got a formation. This is just a balanced right. That was a weak side wedge. I didn't go for it. I should have had that. I don't know how that got in. My editing wasn't too good. This is a power set down by the goal line. I shouldn't have put that in there either. It wasn't too good. Okay, keep it going. Well, my editing skills are. Well, you're going too fast. Bring her back. Bring it back once. That's right. Now just go from there. Okay. Now this is I didn't put that. That's just a split buck or counter, whatever you want to call it. Oh, by the way, we're in we got the golden helmets. Imagine that. Those are Notre Dame helmets. Okay, that's a weak side wedge second man. Okay, I have some guys in town that are Iowa fans, you know, and they keep saying, when are you going to get rid of those damn Notre Dame helmets? I says, when I retire, you can change them. Our colors are purple and gold anyway. Okay, now we got formation right. Yeah. I think we went on the second count there. Okay, there we go. Okay, that was the second man through. Oh, stop it, Jimmy. Okay, whoop, freeze. Now here's end around. All right, this is one of our exotics. We don't have very many. Run it back again, can you? Run her back. Okay, now we got formation left. We got a split right. We're going to fake the wedge pitch to the weak side, and we flipped it to the split end. And he scored. Okay, now this is going to be a belly pass. Fake here. This is 870 belly. Same kid catches the ball here and hits the goal post. We had this team came in undefeated, ranked 5th, and we had them 28-0 at half. So Humboldt, yeah, they're our big rival. Are you familiar with all? This. Are you? Oh God, they've been killing us the last couple of years. Run that back, Jimmy. This is just last fall. Can you back it up, man? Okay, this is just, stop. Okay. This is just a, all right. Now, I think this is just, that's a weak side belly. This guy is about 2'5", 210. He's our heavyweight wrestler, too. He was quite good. Some of these didn't start the tape on time, but I think they'll be okay now. All right, we got formation right. Okay, this is a belly pass. That was our fullback. It didn't start. I think it was just a belly. Now I think now we got formation left. Gives it this second man through. This is our tailback. He's a junior, so we'll have him back next year. That's good. That was a belly. We're formation left this time. This against Carroll. Formation left again. Balance. Okay, there's just a straight belly. Get down by the goal line. We don't run anything else. This is now we're in a double wing, and we're going to go to the weak side, belly left. And look at that big tackle. He's supposed to be an all-stater. We just drove him back in the end zone. Okay, there's the second man. That was, run that back, Jim. That was unbalanced left, belly second man. Okay, let it rip now. We're unbalanced to the left. off those guys on the backside to do some blocking. They're down there and looking around, see if he's coming. That's what you do. So we're waiting for a fumble. Yeah. Okay, now we got double wing, and we're going to go belly, weak side belly for a touchdown there. Okay. You can always tell it's halftime. The band's always hanging. That was a keeper for a touchdown, and we didn't start it quite on time. This is a kid we had a couple years ago. He's playing at 3A, Division III school. He's a pretty good tailback. He's, of course, not big enough for big time, but he's just a heck of a competitor. Here's a wedge pitch then. Okay, there's wedge second man again. This is a good run. I don't know why it's not very clear on this tape. Okay. Okay. There's belly second man. This is down at Jefferson. There's the wedge pitch. That's just a straight blast off tackle with a fullback leading on the strong side. Second man, whoop. I'd say that's good running, not good blocking. Okay, now let's see, 0 in. All right, we got formation. This is a weak side blast because we had formation right. Formation right, there's a wedge pitch. And this kid ran it real good because he would cut up. Some plays look better. Okay, here's the same guy. This is against Nevada. That's their tape because they were running close up better. Okay, here's a belly pass. Oh, he's slightly open. Sometimes our tight end is slightly open when they play a 10-man front against you. Okay, now this is unbalanced left, belly second man. That went for a touchdown. This is 2 years ago. And we got the ball back. I said, we're on the same play because they're not over-shifting. And so it went for about 75 yards this time. It was a cold, windy night. You can see there weren't too many hardy fans there. Okay. Okay, now we got formation right. That's just straight belly. Yeah, that's a good kid. He's a good. Yeah, he's a good wrestler too. And baseball player. That was a weak side blast. Now we got formation left. Wedge, belly second man. And this is a fullback, just a straight belly. Now we got formation left. Second man. Okay. All right, formation right. Oh, this is a counter, front back, Jimmy. This is a kid, well, you have him back. He's gotten pretty, lifting a lot of weights. He's getting pretty big. All right, with formation right, fake the belly. Pulling guard ran into somebody before he got very far. But, okay. This time we're passing from a full house. We just put the tail back up, and this is our split end. We have him back next year too, so that's kind of a rarity. The fans all get up and cheer when they see it pass, like that. They love that. This is a wedge pitch. Okay, here's another wedge pitch. One thing, we're going to go straight at them all the time. We're not going to do much messing around. There's a pitch. Why don't you cut back right here? That's it, boy. See, all that stuff, you just coach them to do that. Only took me about 3 games to discover that tailback. He didn't look like crap in practice, and stuck him in. That's a weak side sprint out with the. Here's a wedge second man. This is against Johnson, which is Des Moines suburb team, and they are in our district. They won the thing this year. They beat us What made me mad, they beat us at the passing attack. This is a wingback pitch, but they really had a sophisticated one. They were very good. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, flip the lights on, and I guess it's noon, so I kind of hurried through that. Yeah.
What determines the alignment of the wingback?
Oh, we'll just say, we'll tell him in the huddle, or I'll tell him, sometimes I'll just tell him, mix it up. Don't always line up. Of course, he has to be, we're going to run a counter, he's got to be in the power I, but a lot of times up on the wing, I just tell him mix them up, or we'll call it, you know. Formation right, I wing, and he gets up there. They've got, if anybody's interested, I thought I had that. Where is that? They've got some copies of my book out there. If not, if you're interested in it, why,